All right, honey. You get to explain to the people why we're just now putting the jackets on the girls.
Huh? You want to explain what we're supposed to do with a...
Yeah, with a broken buckle.
Get snow covered and wet and all of that from the get-go.
Yep.
So if you leave the blankets on whenever it's still warm and cuddly, and then they get all sweaty and hot under the blankets and you take it off, they haven't had time to adjust to the temperature. So it increases their chances of getting pneumonia or not letting their systems adjust enough that they drink enough water when the temperatures drop. So it took them out of last night into all of today before they're just now starting to shiver. And they're just now starting to shiver because they've stayed warm enough that the ice is starting to melt, their coat's getting wet. So now it's becoming blocks of ice instead of just a little bit of snow that's just caking.
And we're in part of the storm now that we have ice falling instead of the dry snow.
We have sleet falling now, which is what I figured. So we will leave the jackets on for probably 5 or 6 hours, give or take. I'll come out and check them and see what underneath the jacket feels like. Once the jacket gets wet, they will most likely be dry, in which case I will yank those jackets off, take them inside to warm up and dry out. And then if I have to, if the storm increases and it gets worse and it's still sleeting and it's really heavy, I'll come back out and put them on until feeding time in the morning, and then let them, after we feed, they'll come back off.
And why is young Jessie girl not getting a jacket?
Because she still doesn't want to let me touch her.
And she's younger, so she should be able to metabolize quicker, and she should be able to actually heat her own body a lot better than the older girls.
Well, she's also pregnant. And the other thing is forage. So hay, grasses, that increases their metabolism. And depending on what kind you're feeding them, depends on the amount that it increases. I know a lot of people say alfalfa makes horses hot. What they mean is it burns faster, so it metabolizes faster, so they have a lot more heat. In the wintertime, it would probably be good to mix it, but we never have. It's always been free choice with whatever we have, and it's usually native grasses. But as long as they are eating forage and they are drinking water, most of the time they will maintain their temperatures decently in colder weather if you have given them time to adapt and it's not just a freak, here let's drop to 0, and we've had no cold weather up until then. They've been in my life since I was 8. So I have a better read on when they're uncomfortable than necessarily when other horses are uncomfortable. Like, I know she is uncomfortable because the icicles and stuff that are for.
But that, guys, is how we take care of our horses in the wintertime. So, if you make it this far in the video, congratulations. Thank you. And tune in tonight for our live. Keep on ranching.